Class 10 Physics, Light, Reflection and Refraction is the topic. In the other class we have discussed the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. But I said plane mirror always forms a real and virtual and direct image. Plane mirror always forms virtual and direct image. The size of the object is equal to the size of the image formed by a plane mirror. And the distance between the mirror and the object is outside the mirror. The distance between the mirror and the object outside the mirror is equal to the distance between the image and mirror inside the mirror. And the image formed by a plane mirror is laterally inverted. Laterally inverted in the sense, whatever the image a plane mirror forms, that in that mirror the image left side of the object appears on the right side of the object appears on the left side. That will be lateral inversion. The image formed by a plane mirror is always laterally inverted. The points which you need to remember that plane mirror always forms virtual and direct image. The image formed by a plane mirror will be the size of the image will be equal to the size of the object, and the distance between the mirror and the object outside the mirror is equal to the distance between the mirror and image inside the mirror. The image formed by a plane mirror is always laterally inverted. The plane mirror concept you learned in your lower classes also, that we don't have here, but you should know. It can be asked. The phenomena is reflection and the mirrors concept we have in the syllabus for the class 10. That means you know already about the plane mirrors in 8th class. So that can also be asked in general. What are the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror? Like that they can ask. That's why I am revising it. Otherwise, in our syllabus, as per the concept of reflection, we have the mirrors. In that mirrors, mainly we have spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors are formed from a spherical surface, nothing but a glass sphere. These spherical mirrors will be of two types. That one is concave mirror and the other one is convex mirror. These two are spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. We are taking a glass sphere, and divide it into two parts. We cut it into two halves. Both the surfaces which are formed are spherical surfaces. Since they act as mirrors or the reflecting surface, we can call them as spherical mirrors. But this is one of the part. If I consider the inner surface is concave surface. Here the inner surface is concave surface. The outer surface which is bulged outward is convex surface. Here, because of their curvature, they act in a different way. The inner surface acts as a reflecting surface, and the part that mirror we call it as concave mirror. If the outer surface acts as a reflecting surface, since the convex surface acts as a reflecting surface, we call that as convex mirror. Because of the curvature, concave surface, whatever the light rays falls on the concave surface, they converges. Whatever the light rays forms on the concave surface converges. That is why we can call that concave mirror will be as converging mirror. And the light rays which falls on the convex surface are diverged. So that convex surface or convex mirror will be known as diverging mirror. About that, if I say concave mirror, if the inner surface acts as a reflecting surface, that mirror will be called as concave mirror. If outer surface acts as a reflecting surface, we call it as convex mirror. So simply if you see, if like this one will be the concave surface and this one will be the convex surface. If this surface is acting as a reflecting surface, we call that as a concave mirror. If the outer surface, the bulged one, this one acts as a reflecting surface, We can say that as a convex mirror. Spherical mirrors are two, concave mirror and convex mirror. The concept we have about this concave mirror or spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror, image formation by both the type of mirrors, and the mirror formula and the numericals related to that. In case of 1 by 1, if you see, if here I am taking a mirror, a concave mirror I am taking in this surface will be acting as a inner surface acting as a reflecting surface, then we call this as a concave mirror. Outer surface, this whatever the, and this will be outer surface is silver, that means that won't be acting as a reflecting surface. The light rays falls like this, and we call that as concave mirror. If I take the inner surface is silvered and the outer surface is acting as a reflecting surface, this will be what? Convex mirror. Concave mirror, convex mirror. In concave mirror, inner surface will be acting as a reflecting surface. The convex mirror, outer surface will be acting as a reflecting surface. This will be the inner surface, concave surface. This will be the convex surface. Just you need to know clearly which one is concave mirror, which one is convex mirror. I am taking this in this way. The light rays falls on this. This is an incident ray and the reflected ray. This is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Incident ray and reflected ray. See, all the light rays whatever falls on the concave mirror, they all converges and meets at a point. So concave mirror will be known as converging mirror because the light rays which falls on the concave mirror are converged. That may be a question. Which mirror is called as a converging mirror, and explain why with a neat diagram. So that means you need to draw a concave mirror. The concave mirror, the light rays whichever falls on the beam of light, whatever falls on the concave mirror, after reflection converge. About the convergence and divergence I told already. The light rays after falling a concave mirror, they gets converged. All they meet at one point. That is why the concave mirror is called as converging mirror. Whereas on the other hand, the convex mirror, in convex mirror, whatever the light rays which falls on it, they gets diverged. That's why convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. The light rays falls. This is a convex mirror. Outer surface acts as a reflecting surface. You see, this is a sphere from which this mirror will be formed. Light ray falls like this. After reflection, it goes like this. Another light ray strikes the mirror in this way. Incident ray, reflected ray. You see the light rays. One goes in this way, another goes in this way. After reflection, they goes into different directions. So divergence. So that is why convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. Concave mirror is converging mirror. Convex mirror is diverging mirror. This is a convex mirror. The light rays falls on it. After reflection, they get diverged. That means they travel into different directions. Since the light rays which falls on the convex mirror are diverged, the convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. In case of a concave mirror, the light rays which falls on it gets converged. They meet at one point. That is why we call the concave mirror as converging mirror. You remember these points? Concave mirror, converging mirror, convex mirror, diverging mirror. Because of that, the image formation by both the mirrors are different.